Hey everyone, wanted to do a video on this. I have this floating raft which has a ton of sweet potatoes in it, and it's basically just started from cuttings and whatnot. And so I wanted to replicate that. Let me see if I can address this. So basically what you have is slits down the ends on one side. I've drilled holes about 1 inch apart, and then I'll stick the cuttings in there, and then I'll use a knife to actually cut a slit before you can stick those in. So you'll slide in the cuttings, they'll be partially underwater. I also got some holes cut out for neck cups, and I can grow all sorts of roots and everything else in these, and I was testing it out. It floats just fine. And so you have kind of the finished product right there. So I'm going to make a new one right now, and this time I'm actually going to have a big drill bit. I forget what size this is, but it's bigger than 1/4 inch or close to it, and I'm going to drill some holes down the ends over on each end. And this will be the final spot where you can put the cuttings into. And this styrofoam I got from a generator that I had ordered online, and this was the packing stuff, packing foam in there, which seems like it's working pretty good. I tested some out, fish aren't dying or anything like that, so it's good to go. It's about 1 inch thick. Doesn't have to be perfect. And if you wanted to do net pots instead, at least on this foam board I have this hole saw, which is 1 3/4. And so if you wanted to do some net pots on them, either way they're good. That just allows you to put a plant higher up so it's not completely submerged. For this case, we have the holes in there, and I'm just going to cut slits in there. So now we have a slit. We can slide the cutting in there and then place that in the water. For this example, I have some tomato cuttings. So these also do well in water. You just put them in water, they'll start rooting. And these might actually let us just place it in like that. Maybe have 1 inch or so below the base. And then these will root out. Once they're rooted out, I won't be able to pull them straight up again like that, but I will be able to open up the cutting or the foam and just pull them out like that, and you'll have a big root ball which you can plant into water. So that'll keep them in there. It can float just like that, and we would have, potentially 20 cuttings of new plants that can root out. Obviously all the sweet potatoes, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, so about 15 total cuttings just on that one, and they've all rooted out just fine. This one's going to be about the same. So tomatoes, you might have success with So you'd have sweet potato, elderberry. You might have some success with blackberry. I haven't tried that yet in water. Willow is going to work. Anything that you can root out directly in water. Pothos plants. I have pothos plants that'll root out in here. And yeah, so that's kind of the overall process of getting this floating raft up and going. Thanks for watching.